All right, guys.
Yeah.
How's y'all's week? Let's do a little small talk before we get into the shit that our country's in this week.
I can't even. I don't know. Same old, same old. Work, eat, sleep, repeat, trying to grind hard so that I can donate hard, but the grind is just not grinding well right now.
This
Yeah.
week, the biggest thing, right, was freaking Renee Good, dude. Renee Good, that's her name? Dude.
That was not good.
So here's my 2 cents, and I'm curious what y'all think, okay? I saw that and I was on the liberal bandwagon. Fuck eyes. How could you? Fuck you. I was looking at all these different angles of the video, and I was like, oh yeah, this is one of those George Floyd things. Like, here we go again, right? Here we go again. Then I was talking to someone, and this person helped me see another perspective. I trust this person. So I was like, okay, tell me more. Tell me more. What do you mean? They're like, okay, look, if a person like we need authority in this world. Otherwise, things devolve into anarchy. Like part of like authority is a double-edged sword, right? It keeps society safe, and if it goes overboard, it turns into kind of like dictatorship, authoritarian regime, right? There's a balance, just like everything else in life, right? That's what Islam teaches us, balance. So one perspective is that you got an authority figure coming at you, telling you, hey, get the fuck out of the car, chill out. Like this is not the time to be creating, the chaos, right? This is serious. Whether you agree with them or not, the guy's got a gun. Not even the guy that like shot her, but the other guy that was walking towards her car. He's got a gun.
Wait, he was telling her to get out of the car?
Yeah.
Let him finish. Let him finish. Let him
Yeah.
finish. I want to hear his story.
Get out of the car. Get the fuck out of the car. And she was like started driving off, and there is an argument that could be made that she was trying to run him over because listen, I know. I heard that. I was like, no, fuck you, friend. No, dude, she was not trying to run him over. But if you look at the other angle, her partner did not couldn't even had not gotten into her car yet, right? Her wife. So the partner hadn't even gotten in the car yet. She drove off for what reason, right? To like dick around, maybe run him over, maybe not, but like to fool around, right? To like play games. And you don't play games with a guy that's got a gun that's walking towards you. That's all I got to say. You play games, you will get hurt. That's one perspective that I found reasonable, okay? Because imagine if if we keep doing that and authority, whether you agree with them or not, starts taking a hit, eventually, what's stopping people, crazy people that you and I disagree with, from going out into the streets and just like shooting things and just like going crazy, right? The world devolves, society could devolve into anarchy. That's one perspective. The other perspective is fuck eyes, they're killing, assassinating US citizens on the streets. So I don't know. What do y'all think?
Yeah, Lana.
Oh boy.
I'm watching the video right now. Sorry. I want to hear the part. I didn't catch the part where he said, get out of the car.
Yeah.
They did.
So, not the guy to her, the other guy.
So
yeah, they were all ICE agents with guns saying ICE.
So are they cops though? Like, can they arrest? Like,
ICE are federal agents. They have the authority to arrest. They are one tier above like local cops.
Above?
Yeah. I mean,
man, I thought they were rent-a-cops. Like
no.
ass.
No. I mean, look, they are okay in the sense that like they're trained like shit, right? They get paid 50, 60 grand. They train them for like fucking
100 grand.
100 grand. It's like a 50,000
yeah.
bonus.
And they train them for fucking 2 weeks. Like I trained my ophthalmology techs for longer than that. All they're doing is hitting a button. This guy's got a fucking gun, right? They don't train them that well. So yes, they are not well trained, but they are under that regime of like they have the authority.
Okay, but aren't they just for immigrants? Like, aren't they supposed to, like, isn't that their only thing? Like, they can't like pull me over for traffic, violation.
Right.
No, they weren't.
Right?
They weren't. She was a U.S. citizen, but she was blocking the street.
Okay, so that's not his territory. She's blocking the
Wait,
street. That's not his.
She's getting in the way of him trying to go arrest an immigrant. Whether you agree with it or not, she's interfering with his job, and he's a
Really?
federal
He's
agent.
on his feet. He could walk over.
Well, I mean,
all
yeah,
right. So
could have done
if
a
you look
lot
at the
of
whole
things.
video,
Yes, yeah,
if you look at the whole video, first of all, she was in her vehicle. She was in a position where she was technically impeding traffic. Granted, however, she was waving the cars to go ahead. So the one car actually went around her, and she was telling the other truck, the Nissan, to say, "Hey, you guys can go ahead too." That's when they came out and they immediately went for the door and said, "Get the fuck out of the car." And at that point, when she saw the third guy coming up, drawing his gun already, that's when she decided to make a run for it. I don't think it hit him. And you're talking about anarchy. This is the epitome of anarchy, right? Like you're saying a guy with a gun tells you to move, or a guy with a gun tells you to stay, then you stay. No, that's bullshit. That's not the way it works. Because imagine if the guy didn't have a badge, but he only had a gun. Would you listen to him? No. And this whole authority thing is that's the reason the guy pulled the trigger. It wasn't because he was afraid that, his safety was concerned. He was upset that his authority was disrespected. That's the only reason he pulled the trigger. That's my take on this.
yeah. If someone's got a gun and no badge, that's a gangster or like a thug or someone who doesn't have like that's like stolen authority. But if someone, look, I don't agree with ICE. I mean, I grew up undocumented for God's sakes. Like, fuck ICE. I will say that going down to my grave, right? Like,
Right.
fuck ICE. I have a whole long ass history with them. I've gone to the fucking Dallas ICE office. But it's again, it's a Gray Line podcast, right? The structure of authority has a place in society to keep society safe. There is some like truth to that.
Okay. So when you say structure means that there's things in place to keep you safe, right? One of those things involves an officer unmasked and identifies himself and not act like a thug. Okay. Because if you're there for my safety and my security, but you're coming at me and you're gonna yank me and pull me out of my car, I'm gonna run. Of course I'm gonna run.
Yeah, so I'm
Yeah,
looking here.
yeah,
Literally, they can arrest people for immigration violations, and that's it, bro. Like,
yeah.
who is he to tell her, all right, she's not an immigrant, she's not violating any immigration laws? Who is he to tell her to get out the car? Who
One of
are
the
you?
other things,
And when
one
you're
one of the
fucking masked, I'm sorry, then you're a nobody to me. You're a thug.
right.
I don't give a
If you,
shit if you have ICE badge or whatever. Like you're a thug. If you're coming to me with your face covered and not like proving your identity to me, then it's fair game, in my opinion.
because you know what, to be truth be told, shortly after these ICE officers started coming out, this is going back a few months ago, there was a couple of guys who actually broke into homes with Amazon bought ICE
Yeah, I saw
uniforms.
that. Yeah, yeah, it was recent. Yeah.
So you don't know if these pricks that just came out the Nissan were actual ICE agents. You don't know that.
No, it
So you're
says
telling
ICE.
me,
It says ICE.
bro, these other guys had the same uniform. They bought it off of Amazon, bought it from
Yeah.
China, whatever. You know what I mean? And they were breaking into homes and they were robbing people and hurting people.
Yeah, they're setting that precedence.
That's the distinction between law enforcement, whether it's federal or local or whatever, is the fact that you identify yourself,
Right.
right? And you uphold your oath to the Constitution and uphold your oath to the community that you're going to serve.
Right.
That's the structure that was violated.
Preach.
You know what I mean? So if they break the structure to begin with, then the rest of society is now obligated to abide by a structure that they destroyed.
When we grew up knowing that you can ask the cop for his badge ID number and everything before you even talk to him, right? When you get pulled over. But this, it's like no questions asked. My face is covered. Like you just have to follow my lead.
Yeah,
No,
that's bullshit, bro. I don't
no,
I
it
don't I don't buy that at
doesn't work
all.
like that.
So if
You know
if
what? They got, I'm sorry. I don't even know. No, I'll filter myself. I won't say it.
no,
Why?
say it, say it.
Gray line. They're just gonna have to find out. They're just gonna have to keep fucking around and find out. And they need to be made an example out of.
Papo,
I'm
papo.
sorry. That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying.
I
Yeah.
know. I know exactly what you're talking about, and I completely agree. I completely agree. And you know what? I don't think that day is far.
It's
One
not.
day, they're gonna fuck around, find out in the wrong neighborhood with the wrong motherfuckers,
Yep.
right? That's going to be strapped, and
Yep.
there will be bloodshed.
Yeah.
It's going
Yeah.
to happen.
And then hopefully we'll scare some of those agents away from doing that job. I hope they
Yeah,
quit.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so just to push on that, if the ICE agent did not have a mask on, would we still have an argument?
Didn't have a mask on and actually has a name tag. And if you're coming knocking at my door, you come straight. You come with a warrant.
With
Not
the
like, oh, we'll
line.
produce one later.
Yeah.
No, that's not how it works. If you're gonna
No,
come
no,
pick me
no, no,
up,
no. That's not no in this scenario, right? Renee
yeah.
Good, middle of the street.
He was an ICE agent, bro. He's not a traffic officer. Who
No,
is
no.
he to tell me to move my car or get out of the way?
Well, no. So, Lana, the other thing that you have to pay attention to is the fact that if you are impeding in a lawful,
He was on the ground by foot. He can walk around her vehicle. She was not impeding shit.
no, but he was attempting to leave, right? So if he's saying, "Hey, get out of the way" or whatever have you,
No, he
right? To
wasn't.
some degree, I understand that, maybe, maybe she should have backed up or something. But the
I
excessive
mean,
use
you
of
said
force
it
is bullshit.
yourself. The street was wide enough where
No, it
able to
was.
tell other cars to go around her. So she was not really fully impeding or
Yeah.
like blocking the street.
No, I agree. I completely agree. These guys were basically flexing for no reason,
Yeah.
you know?
Well, let me actually hold on. Do we actually know like what the situation was and what was he trying to do?
I don't know the background situation. To be honest, I
Hold
don't
hold
know.
on. Perplexity is really good for this. Hold on. It's a research thing. Look at the Renee Good ICE situation in Minneapolis and describe the objective scenario. What was the ICE agent trying to do? Was she impeding traffic? Was he trying to arrest immigrants? What was the scenario and what authority did he have to tell her to get out of the way? And when she didn't listen, to shoot her. So, what ICE was doing there, they went to Minneapolis for a large-scale immigration enforcement operation. Y'all reading this?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. You're going fast though. So they went to do an
Oh.
ice raid sweep.
Yeah, yeah,
And so
yeah.
then the neighborhood or the community came together to like stop it.
Yeah, who had just dropped off her child at school and caught ICE on her way home. Her Honda Pilot ended up stopped across or partly across the roadway and that obstructed the lane ICE was using. Okay. They had stopped to support neighbors and observe ICE activities and whistles to signal to others that ICE was present. She was a peaceful observer. Okay. Describe her vehicle as sitting in the middle across the roadway. Really pass. ICE came to her, drive to front
Oh,
handle.
here it is. The ICE agent approached her door, ordered her to open it, and tried to gain access while another agent stood in front of her vehicle. So
Or
then she
near or
reversed
near the front.
or
Uh-huh.
near the front as her SUV first reversed slightly and then moved forward and turned to drive away into the traffic lane. The front standing agent drew his gun and fired. So she reversed and then moved forward.
Well, I guess the question is, the key question is, was she turning the vehicle to abide by the officer's directions of get the fuck out of the car? So she was like, okay, you know what? Fine, I'm done. I'm gonna get back in traffic lane.
Right.
Or was she trying to, screw around and maybe hit the other officer in front of her?
I don't think so. I
Mm-mm.
doubt that was her intention. However,
Bro,
I will admit that her wife was like gonna open the door and was like, she left her wife. Yes.
That
Well,
was the
wait,
thing that really like
wait, was she shot first? Maybe
no,
her.
no, no, no. She wasn't. If you watch the video, the wife tries to open the door, and then the car like turns. Like she was like not waiting for the wife, or maybe she would have turned and then the wife quickly would have gotten and they would have left. Who knows, right? Would have is hard. But in that moment, she started driving and turning before she was even in the wife was even in the car, and that's when the shot rang out. So, look, Monday Night Quarterback, we can do this all day long. There is a perspective that, that officer was involved in a similar like vehicular manslaughter type of thing last year. So they were like, he kind of had this like sort of,
PTSD?
well, I
Yeah,
mean, or
That's
not
what they said.
PTSD, but
yeah.
but a reflexive. I can understand that perspective, like a reflex of like, like he had his guns drawn coming up to her to probably threaten her. Look, one thing is clear out of all this shit. Like, use your fucking gun to threaten. Don't keep that shit loaded, safety off. Like, don't do
Make
that. Don't-
tasers great again. Like, what the hell? Like, why can't they tase people? Why gun?
Why a
Bro.
gun loaded and safety off to like even
Bro,
like
you're
you don't
doing
understand how the mind
immigration shit.
works? Like,
Right.
dude, he probably didn't even like think through his decision before he pulled the fucking trigger. Like
Oh
basic.
no, 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 no. I disagree. I disagree.
You think so? You
I'm
think it
so
was you think
sorry.
it was
I am
intentional? You
I
think it
am
was
so sorry.
intentional, like I'm gonna shoot you in the face to kill you?
So the moment his authority was not respected, that's when he made the decision that he was going to pull the trigger. Now, whether his intention was to kill her or not is a different story,
The shot
right?
rang out after the car started moving and turning.
Bruh, what? They knew he had a mental health
Yeah,
disorder,
but that,
PTSD, and they let him have a gun?
yeah, where's the proper vetting? Where's the proper vetting?
SPT.
No, 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 no. And listen, if somebody who was remotely regretful of what he just did, his first words after pulling the trigger wouldn't be fucking bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. He
His first words would have been like, "Oh shit," or "Oh fuck," something, but not fucking bitch. I'm sorry.
that did
But one can
happen.
argue.
That did happen, but like you shoot someone a second and a half, fucking bitch. Glad I got her. Then it's like,
One can
whoa.
argue he said that because he thought she was about to run him over. So he
Yeah,
was
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Then it's like, whoa, wait. She's not stopping. Oh shit, she just hit the car in front of her. Oh shit, she might be. He went over there, saw, took one quick look. Look at the video. One quick look. He was like, fuck. Came back, call 911. Call 911. That's what he said. So that's like a 15-second scenario. So, again, if we
So,
try to dissect what he was thinking every second of it, it becomes really hard, right? You have to, I think, zoom out a little bit.
bro, if there was any truth to that, call 911 bullshit, if they even had a remote interest in her actual well-being, the physician that was there who said, "Hey, I'm a physician. Let me at least check her
Yeah,
pulse.
yeah,
Let me see what I can do."
yeah,
Right?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
would have what did they what instead? What did they tell him?
That was, yeah, I can't, no,
What did they
back
tell him?
up. I don't care.
Back up, relax. I don't care.
I don't care. Yeah, yeah.
that
Which
Israelism.
I don't fucking get that, dude. Like, come on, bro. Like, what? I tried really hard to look at both sides, but I can't. I don't know. If you realize what happened, she's
Right.
clearly
Hold
indefensible.
on. Is he the one who denied the
No, that's the thing I was gonna say.
it
He's
wasn't him?
not. He was not the one. So,
Uh,
now you're talking about. Look, ice fucking sucks. There's no like ice sucks. There's no
I just
question
don't
about it.
understand why they have to have loaded guns for what, bro?
Yeah,
You're dealing with immigration, not like criminals. Like, you know what I mean? You're not doing a drug bust. You're not looking for a murderer. Like, you're doing immigration, like raids. I don't know. It's just, they
Now,
should only be allowed to have a taser.
Chez, going back to what you were saying earlier, had the man approached Renee without a mask on, would it have changed anything? I don't think so. It has to be. It's all about body language, right? If they come at her aggressively and they're already pulling at her door and stuff, telling her to get the fuck out of the car, knowing what they've done to other people when they drag them out of the car, of course she's not going to get out of the car, right? It's all about, hey, ma'am, listen, we need you to back up, we need you to move, we need you to do something. If you don't, it's going to get worse. That's what they're trained to do. And you don't pull, and as far as homeboy pulling the gun out, bro, any officer knows you don't pull a gun unless, of course, you are definitely threatened, right? He pulled the gun out before she started moving, before he knew that she was going in any direction.
I thought after George Floyd that they were all supposed to take like de-escalation classes. They were supposed to
oh,
learn how to
oh,
de-escalate.
bullshit. I mean, yeah, but look what happened after that regime
It's
change.
like,
Biden to
oh
Trump.
yeah, they're escalating. Like they're like
Biden
purposefully
to
like,
Trump. It ain't gonna. It starts from the top.
oh yeah, they're instigating
He
now.
was like, fuck de-escalation. Hire. More people. Give them more money. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
the crux of this is abuse. Like authority should be respected, but it should not be abused by the person holding the authority. Right? It should be respected by the citizens, but by those who you have authority over, but it should not be abused by the person having the authority. There's a balance there, and we're not that balance has shifted. That balance of power, quite literally, has shifted under the Trump administration. There's no
Now,
doubt about
it
that.
was, did you see the
It's also
video where it was appropriately like handled? That lady, the DoorDash driver who like ran into this person's home because ICE came. Now that was handled appropriately. Like, yes, they came to the person's door and whatever and asked to come in and whatnot, but the homeowners were like, no, absolutely not. Whatever, show us your papers, show us it's got to be signed by a judge, yada, yada, yada. Like they knew everything. They were on top of it and they were able to get them to walk away.
Were they able
Mm.
to, or did they take her?
They left. Yeah, that girl deserves an award for sure. But
Which
no, they
one?
left. She started screaming. She was like, get off of my property. Like, I do not give you permission to be. And in certain states, you're allowed to shoot somebody if they're on your property.
Oh,
So,
that's in every state.
oh, is it every state? Okay.
Yeah. It's
Well,
called it's called something. I forget what it's called.
I cannot believe that we have like, dude, I heard about that. I was like, oh my God. Like we have as the US the forget if we have the like, permission, but we have the fucking power and the balls,
the audacity.
the audacity to be like, yo, we're gonna fly into wherever the fuck. It took them 30 minutes to pick up another sitting president and his fucking wife in their Nike PJs. It took them
In a
30
bunker. They were in
minutes.
the bunker,
Huh?
100 feet underground. That's what I heard. Is that true?
That I didn't know. I thought they were like in their
I
little.
didn't hear that.
No, it was in there. It was like the White House equivalent of Venezuela. But like, how do you like? Can you imagine if someone coming in here and trying to get inside the White House, like Trump and Melania, come with me? Like, what the fuck, dude? How does someone have that
How do
weak
you get through security?
security? That's what I'm saying. How do you have, dude? Fucking Navy SEALs, pow, 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 bitch, get the fuck out of the way.
You guys don't think that he was sold out?
Maduro?
100% infiltrators. Yeah. Yeah.
Bro, how else do they get that close
Wow.
to the president?
I didn't think
Every
we were gonna
president,
get this quick to the conspiracy theory. Oh wait, oh, someone else sold him out.
yes,
Oh yeah,
Within
yeah.
his
Yeah.
team.
within his
I thought you were
administration.
saying like Maduro's like sold out, like it's like some
No,
kind
no,
of
no, no,
game or something. Okay.
no, no.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, probably, yeah, probably. But still, dude, man, I mean, come on, like how you bought the whole security complex, like still to be able to get in and take a sitting president and his wife in 30 minutes, it's a display of national power, dude. I think it was a move to like scare other countries, I think.
Mhm.
It says, yeah,
Right.
he was in a fortified compound, and there are bunkers. So he was there. So they were able to do all that. That's pretty impressive, but they can't find Hamas. That's pretty impressive. I'm
That's the
telling
other
you.
thing. That's the
They
other thing I was
destroyed a
thinking.
whole
That's
freaking
the other thing.
strip.
Bro,
And
I almost spit all over my laptop.
I just don't get they destroyed, they leveled out a whole ass strip and killed hundreds of thousands of people, and they can't still find Hamas.
That was so good.
Come on.
Oh, wow.
That's how you know that shit's
Explain the Maduro situation. Where was he? How'd we get him? Why'd we get him? What does this mean for the US and the
and
world,
other world leaders.
other world leaders, upcoming conflicts? How does this destabilize the balance of global power? Let's
Just look
see.
at Iran too right now. Now
What?
Trump is like,
Oh, yeah.
he's
I was
like,
thinking
oh,
about that.
don't worry, we'll save you. You protesters, we got your back.
Yeah, see, I mean, even if he was sold out, like, dude, a fucking military compound,
Literally. How?
like, how? This moves a major break with post-Cold War norms is already reshaping U.S.-Latin America relations, great power competition, and debates over international law.
Yeah, yeah. It says the CIA developed on the ground intelligence. So yeah, they had some
Yeah,
people within.
yeah, 100%.
And was it quiet or was it like the way Zach had described it, like pew pew pew, like everyone's dead?
I described that. Yeah, was it like a Bin Laden type of thing?
Look, it sounds like it's a Bin Laden type of thing.
Really? Oh, to me, I thought it was a quiet thing.
No, no, Bin Laden was super quiet.
No, oh no, no, oh,
Oh yeah,
The
Bin Laden
neighbors
was
didn't
like,
even know.
yeah, it was like
oh, in
snipe,
a
snipe.
tunnel.
No, no,
Some shit.
no. There's no. It was Abbottabad. It was a compound,
Oh,
and they flew in like some sort of like, I don't know if this is the right term, but like noise canceling helicopters and shit. Like the airspace, like Pakistani airspace didn't even know that they flew in. They landed, like SEALs like got a rope and like landed from the climbed down from the helicopters. It wasn't like it's just crazy to me the execution, right? Forget about all the politics, but like damn, they will find you and they'll pick you up, bro. Doesn't matter where you are or who you are, apparently.
Yeah.
Delta Force, guy by CIA, physically seized him and in roughly 150 minutes of kinetic action. I thought it was 30 minutes. What is that? 3 hours? No, two and
no,
a half hours.
bro, what?
Mhm.
Yeah, 2.5. So what does
It
it
was a
say if
real,
anyone was killed throughout the
this was
process?
a this was a real combat operation, not quite extradition. Yeah,
So that means it was
it
probably
would, yeah,
violent.
yeah. It would be really hard to make that
That's just crazy.
enforcing US criminal law. I don't know, man.
Listen, guys, we already know. We already know why he's there. That he has this has nothing to do with drugs, right?
Oil, oil,
Resources. That's
oil.
why they're in Sudan, right? The what is it? The RSF, the KSF,
RSF.
right? Right. That's why they're taking over Gaza because of the gas, right? Congo for the gold. Like, come on, we always know it's about the resources, it's about land
Lithium.
grab because
No,
yeah,
gold is Sudan.
gold is Sudan, lithium
But
is somewhere else,
yeah.
cobalt is somewhere else. These are all natural resources that they're going after. You know what I mean? This has nothing to do with what's safer and better for the American government. He don't give a shit about the American government. You know what I mean? Let's keep it real.
Yeah,
But I
he's
one of
been,
the
oh, go ahead.
Dude, look at this. Look at this. What's stopping Russia and China from coming up and picking up Trump and
Not a
Melania?
goddamn thing. I hope they do.
And what the hell would that happen? Would that do to our country?
Is
I
it
mean, think about that,
1500
right?
Pennsylvania Avenue, his address?
Like seriously. I mean, I bet you China and Russia have the ability to do that
they do.
independently. But
Yeah,
if
but
not
they're not.
independently, what is stopping fucking Xi Jinping or whatever his name is to pick up the phone and Putin be like, yo, man, are you down? Let's knock this motherfucker out. This guy thinks he is running the world. You and me, let's knock his ass
They're
out.
not as
Two,
maniacal as
two
Trump.
countries could take us out
Easily. Oh, Russia
easily.
and China against us, game over. Easily.
Why do you guys think Trump is actually, he's taken Venezuela and now he's going after Cuba, Colombia, talking about
You think it's
Greenland.
him?
Well, whoever it is.
It's above
Why?
him.
You think it's his boss that's making him do this? But why Cuba and Colombia? Why Greenland? Is
Greenland is
Greenland
just strategic because of the layout of the land. Like it's to protect us from China and Russia reaching us.
bro, we're 250 years old. We've never had to worry about this. Now all of a sudden now we have to worry about it?
Well, I mean, we're starting all these fights.
Okay.
I
All right,
mean,
I'll give you that.
we're starting all these fights. We're expecting a little punchback, I'm assuming.
So I'm gonna give you guys
We're
my
playing
personal
stupid
take on
games and we're
this.
gonna get a stupid prize, I'm sure.
Yeah. My personal take on all this nonsense, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is all nothing more than a distraction. What is the distraction from?
Don't say Epstein's Island. Like, bro, all of this is because there's grown men who slept with little kids. They're fucking up the whole world over that? No.
Have you noticed that this is nowhere being discussed in the news right now?
The Epstein files?
Yeah.
We know
No,
it. We know it. So what is
bro,
the big
no.
deal at this point? We all know.
In my opinion, it's basically to protect all of the other international foreign leaders, not just the US
Because
government.
then they all get impeached at the same time. That'd be great.
I don't know if MBS would get impeached. If anything, if he gets shown, he might get hung, but or beheaded or something. But I'm just saying, that's just my personal opinion. Like,
You think
yes,
you think
this is
they're
after.
really starting like World War III over the Epstein files?
Bro, if it's not land grab, remember I told you, I've always said
Wait,
this to
hold
you
on.
before.
What?
It's
How did we get
always
here?
money.
How did we get here?
I don't know, bro. But it's always money or power. It's money or power.
Power.
No, but it's
They want to
always one
rule
of
the
those two
world.
things. That's it. So if you're gonna release some documents that if that could potentially get these guys out of power, that's a threat. Or two, in order to maintain that power, they need to have money and resources. They're going after the resources. There is no third thing. There is no, oh, I care about my Americans, the security of America. Bullshit.
No, no.
It's
Trump has
bullshit.
been supposedly revamping this ballroom for what, $300 million? Bullshit. There's excavators there. Since when do you need an excavator for a ballroom, right? Like he's fixing his bunker up real nice because he knows he's about to start some shit and he's going to go in hiding while we all suffer the consequences.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing.
I don't know, bro. I've been very, very impacted by all this because, with all this shit happening right now, what it's also doing is it's taking away the focus on Gaza and what's happening in Gaza. This ceasefire is complete bullshit. Like before, when the ceasefire happened, there was a significant decrease in daily bombings and stuff. Now it's back up on the rise. Every night there's like 30, 40 bombs and like 200 freaking victims a
This is
night.
what they want to do. They're trying to destabilize the whole Middle East. Look at Iran.
Yeah.
Like they want the whole Middle East. And so that's why they're going after the most resourced countries there. Saudi Arabia will get their turn next. They'll get their turn. But after they get Iran, they're coming after Saudi. Mark my words.
Oh no, of course. No,
Yeah.
they've already announced it.
Yeah, it's part of the
Come
greater
after Saudi?
the Israel.
Yeah.
Greater,
Yeah, that's part of the plan.
yeah. Egypt,
M
Saudi, Jordan, all
bro,
of it.
I mean, MBS and Trump have a pretty good
Yeah, they're in bed with each other.
yeah, I don't think they'd come after Saudi. No, really.
They
I'm
will
No,
go after Saudi. Mark
they
my
will, bro.
words. It's
They
part of the
will.
greater Israel project. Like Netanyahu has it mapped out and talks about it loud and proud. This is what we're going to do.
How do you think MBS would react to that? So MBS would be safe from all of this. Like he'd be sheltered.
But then that's his problem because he let them get this far. It's what he gets.
Shez, are you asking if he would have like political immunity where he
Yeah.
can move to Switzerland or some shit?
Well, I mean, I think that Saudi just has too much money, dude. Saudi has too much money, and MBS can just flaunt all of those trillions. Didn't it just make like a multi-trillion dollar? Didn't Saudi just say we're going to invest like 1 point something trillion dollars into the U.S. economy or something?
Yeah.
I mean, that is way more valuable than we're going to come get Saudi. Like for what? I
So
mean,
if and when that does happen, it's not going to be in 2026.
No,
It could be, but I doubt it. It's
No.
more probably like
no, later.
right before the 2028 elections, which will be another distraction for when Donald Trump tries to run for a third term.
Like it's only been a year. That's crazy. It's crazy that it's only been 1 year. It feels like it's been an eternity this past year.
Yeah.
It's gonna be rough the next 3 years. I mean, this guy has to get impeached somehow.
Or his dementia will take him out.
Bro, he's not there yet. He's not like
Bro,
Biden.
no. But he's getting there, bro. He's getting there.
No, he's
He's
not
got
there.
early onset. He's got early onset dementia.
Yeah,
So
but
You can see it.
Trump?
Yeah, I think so.
How?
I
What
think
makes
so.
that?
So one of the one of the meetings, someone was mentioning this, and I didn't even realize it. One of the meetings that he had with like all these foreign leaders and stuff, he literally got up off the table and went to go look out the window, and
because
he was
he has
like,
ADD, bro. Because he's a child. He's got ADD. He's like mentally immature and has ADD. Can't
or
focus.
or is it dementia? Or is it early onset dementia? I'm just saying. I mean, it's not early onset anymore when you're 75 years old or whatever the hell he is, but it's early signs of dementia, I think.
He's not like Mitch McConnell, like stroking out having a TIA every other day on national television.
Yeah.
I think that's just how he looks.
Nah, no, Mitch McConnell legit has TIAs like on national television where he like freezes and he can't speak and he's literally stroking, having a mini stroke. Like it's terrible. He literally has fallen to the ground. Like it's bad. It's abuse, actually, honestly. The fact that they still make him hold that position. He has no idea. He doesn't know his head from his ass. And they're forcing him to stay in that spot.
Yeah.
It's terrible. See, there you go. Trump is widely viewed as the most structurally pro-Israel U.S. president, reversing longstanding U.S. position on Jerusalem settlements and the Golan in Israel's favor. It's the Greater Israel Project. That's what it is. That's it. All it is. It's all land grabs, resource grabs. Period. It's beyond the Epstein files. I think the Epstein files, the only thing that does is
Expansionist
it
Zionist.
can kick these assholes out of their seats of power.
Hmm.
See, from the river, from the Euphrates,
From the Jordan River to the Mediterranean Sea.
actually to the Euphrates. It's beyond.
Oh, is it to the Euphrates for
It
real?
really is the Euphrates. Yeah.
Where's the Euphrates? From Euphrates to here?
To the sea, Mediterranean Sea.
They want to control all of this?
Yes, that's part of the project.
And half of Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. Syria, Lebanon. Look at it. All of
Yeah.
it. Iraq,
Even Iraq?
Jordan, Egypt.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
From the Euphrates to the Mediterranean Sea.
My boy wants all of it. What about Iran?
Yes, boy. Didn't you hear? Trump said he was going to go help Iran. He was like, oh my God, we've got to stand with the protesters. So let's nuke Iran.
I don't know if so the protesters are protesting against the dictator of Iran?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because the economy is some shit. They can't afford
yeah.
food. They can't, it's like,
Oh, yeah, I was looking into that actually. I researched it today. Like what's causing the economy to collapse so bad?
is it sanctions?
No,
Is it like a Cuba thing?
it said it was like so inflation, currency collapse, corruption, and anger at authoritarian rule met by harsh crackdowns and internal blackouts where while elites feud over blame. Throughout history, complex states that centralize power, mishandle resources, and depend on repression often enter a late-stage crisis where legitimacy erodes and small shocks trigger systemic instability as described in State Collapse research by Tainter and others.
So it's not a religious thing.
Iran's regime appears in this late fragility phase.
So what is this
Um,
whole religious thing? Like, why are they burning mosques down and stuff? Like,
that's just emotional reaction, I think. So here's another thing I researched. I was like, okay, so look at this very profound question. Why did the Iran economy become so bad?
sanctions, I told you.
That was this morning. I had my coffee. Okay.
Told you it was a sanction
Yeah,
and
sanctions
corruption.
as deficits of finance. But see, it's interesting, right? It's like, okay, like it's just like money and resource mismanagement. And then you're left with debt, and then you finance that debt through the bank. You print more money, inflation goes up. Because
Sounds like here.
because like what would push people exactly, right? What would push people to like, dude, I'm lazy. I'm like what would cause me to be like, I'm gonna pick my ass up and I'm going to grab a stick of fire and a gun or whatever and go and like yell in the streets.
When
What
you
would be
can't afford to
so
feed your
bad?
child,
Right, when you can't afford basic goods like milk. Like imagine if milk was like $150,
right,
right? That's probably when someone would be like, you know what? No, dude, what the hell's going on? Like, fuck
right.
this.
And then you
So,
see like all the elitists up top, in their luxury, while you can't even maintain the
yeah.
basic needs of your family.
So so then I was like, okay, well, what would cause how far is the US from experiencing things? What would need to happen to US leadership and what makes us so protected, right? And here's what it said. It said we're not near, nowhere near Iran style collapse, but inflation is modest, unemployment is low, institutions still functioning. To get closer to Iran's situation, US leaders would have to combine sustained political dysfunction with outright authoritarianism, large-scale corruption, chronic money printing to cover deficits, systemic attacks on independent institutions, and foreign policy choices that trigger broad coordinated sanctions and global capital flight. We're like almost all of those
We're
boxes
literally
are checked,
like kissing all of those.
except we're not like threatening, the Fed and courts directly right now yet, but we're making bad foreign policy choices. We're
Hmm.
probably like
We're printing money like it's free.
we're printing money like it's free, and and like and this is what scares me, right? Broad coordinated sanctions. So China, Russia, These big players. We
BRICS.
keep sanctioning people left and right. It's like a slap on the hand. Oh, bad boy, slap on the hand. Okay, well, fuck. What is stopping Russia and China, all these big players? India. Like, you know what? No, U.S. bad boy. All together, right? What would that do to our economy? It
BRICS. Like
could.
if they do BRICS, like if they all jump on the BRICS
Yes.
wagon, we're
Yeah.
screwed, right?
Collapse of
Y'all,
public trust.
by the way, you guys do know that Maduro was this close
Yeah.
to being part of the BRICS.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I heard that. Yep.
Hmm.
This close to being
Yeah.
part of the BRICS. And if that would have happened, that means they would have controlled all of the world's oil. Think about it.
So what would happen
Just
to us?
Wait, how?
What would happen to
How?
us if they go like if another 5 countries join BRICS?
so just for example, right now, China has roughly like 6 months, 9 months of oil left. They get all their oil from Venezuela, or they did.
Hmm.
Now that this has happened, they cannot, right? So what's going to happen is United States is controlling everything. They're going to say, listen, and what did Donald Trump say? He goes, oh, we just got 35 million barrels or whatever the hell from Venezuela, and when we make the sale of those, I'll be responsible for the transactions or the money or whatever. You know what I mean?
He said he'll
Like
sell it to them.
he'll sell it to them and he'll keep the money, or he'll be responsible for the money or something. That's not very transparent as a government leader. That's number one. But that's no here nor there. But this is what's causing this. This is the reason why they went after Venezuela. I think one of the big reasons, aside from everything that we talked, it's simply to gain control, gain not control, leverage in terms of like on the global platform. They wanted to be back up there as a big player. You know what I mean? Where they now have respect again because they have oil. You know, they have the one thing that the whole world needs to function, especially China.
So in that case, then do you say it's good that we have this control?
No, no,
Oh,
absolutely not. I wish China got that shit.
okay. I'm just
You
trying.
know?
I was like, wait, is this where he's starting to
No, no, no,
tread?
no, no,
Okay.
no, 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 absolutely not.
Okay. I mean,
China,
I
China,
get having power and, it's nice to be in a country that's powerful and whatever, but not through like evil.
no.
Yeah. Like kosher power, power.
I'm going down
Research
this
and
like
stuff.
rabbit hole. I find this very fascinating. I'm just like, I don't know, man. Like with Gaza and fucking everything going on, I feel like what is that one thing that needs to happen where it just like the domino, it falls, everything falls for the U.S. You know,
So it says debt monetization.
clear, deliberate U.S. sovereign default or explicit debt monetization convinces that something that convinces global investors the government will not or cannot honor its obligation
And
and
real.
will
Okay.
and
So making a promise you can't keep within loan, like, is that what it's saying?
Sounds like it.
So giving someone a loan and not honoring the
I
term.
think I think also this could be interpreted if China was to turn around and say, "Hey, listen, all that money that you guys owe us, we want it now." You know what I mean? Like that's what I read as debt monetization. That
And so then if
convinces,
we don't give it, then
then
um
give us the country.
damn.
I don't know.
yeah, yeah, I
You went
can't
all the
pay
way
you
for the
back. I can't pay. You know what?
that's some Netanyahu mentality.
Trump would sell us in a. I can't pay you back. You know what? Have them. Just have the whole country. Just fucking take them. Like fucking. Just
Dude.
get me a mansion in China. Is when the central bank effectively prints new money to fund government deficits instead of the government borrowing from private. Oh
That's easy to do.
no, we got 4 trillion in debt. Let's go print 4 trillion tomorrow.
We do.
Well, not. I guess not all at once, right? So how do we pay off our debt? I don't think we pay off our debt. But I don't know. That might be a different podcast episode.
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't know what you concluded with the whole ICE thing because you kind of seem like with Renee Good, like this guy might have a
No,
case.
no, no, no. I like I told you, it's I think it's the gray line for a reason. I think it's good to see both
Yeah, yeah,
perspectives.
yeah. No, I totally get it. It's
Um,
fair. I said like, I mean,
yeah.
I can see that argument because she drove off without her wife and whatever he has PTSD, so he reacted. And the fact that he said fucking bitch, like that's something you would say if you thought somebody was about to harm you, like fucking
Yeah.
bitch. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I can see that argument, but you don't be trigger happy. Like you shouldn't. First of all, he shouldn't have a gun. He has mental health issues. Shouldn't be armed to begin with. And then also, you're ICE. You're not a real officer. You're not to even deal with her. She's an American citizen. You don't have to even talk to her. You have nothing to do with this girl. Leave her alone.
Hmm.
Move on.
The only thing he could have done was to ask for her papers. That's all he could have done.
Literally. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
So if he didn't fuck around, then he wouldn't have found out. Now he's going to be in jail.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the point of this episode. If you never fuck around, you never find out.
Yeah, now he's going to have to eat 3 hots and he'll get a cot.
Oh my God.
What
He's
does that mean? 3 hots? What does that mean?
3 hots and a cot in prison.
What's a hot?
A meal. You get 3 hot meals and then you sleep on a cot.
This
You are
privileged
such a
big
suburbia boy, bro. I swear to God.
Look, man, nobody in my family ever went to prison. We come from a respected family.
He is a privileged
We
big
don't know shit about prison, man. Just
Yeah.
because I grew up illegal.
right?
3
I
hots.
bet you're so glad that that is not your situation right now.
It
Yeah.
doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. Just because it was my situation, they might fucking come get me. You know, I wish they would. Come get me. I'll go to India. Go to my home country. Cut on eyeballs there. Fuck it. I've been thinking about it, yo. I've been thinking about departing this country in the future. Yeah.
I've been
Spain,
thinking about it too.
Dubai.
Why?
I've been hearing
Did
a
you just
lot
say
about
no, fuck Dubai.
We
You
already
just
had
said
this
Spain.
discussion. This is a deja
Yeah.
vu.
That's crazy because just the other
Everyone's
day, my
saying
wife and I were talking about, no, today, we were just talking about today, go to Spain.
Yeah, bro. Spain and
Everybody is
Dubai
saying Spain.
are like top of my
I'm not
list.
going to Dubai. Definitely not going to Dubai.
Hell no.
They can kiss my whole asshole.
It's clean, bro. It's so clean. It's like the economy's pretty good from what I hear.
They're genociding babies, bro. They're
Bro,
genociding babies.
it's
Oh,
the
I'm sorry.
United Arab Emirates of Israel, dude. Oh yeah, 100%.
I
It
mean, I
is.
feel like, yeah.
No, it's shit. I would
Yeah.
never. I would never. That's selling your soul to the devil. Don't do it. I don't know. Honestly, there's like no place I really want to go. Like right now, it's just everything is unstable. I don't know. But Spain would be it, I guess. Like, but I don't want to live in a country where I don't know the language and stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, nah, bro, you'll be fine. Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. Let's just say my situation was different. I wasn't married, didn't have the kids, right? If I ever got a chance to go back to Gaza, I wouldn't come back. I don't speak the language at all, but I never had an issue there. You know what I mean?
that's true because a lot of people speak English these days too. It's like
But
universal.
even if they didn't, there was enough. There was enough to go by body language, man.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like eye contact, human touch, a handshake. You know, you're like, hey, food. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You figure it out. You only need to have a heart. You only need to have a heart to move anywhere. And as long as you're a good person, you move around, you move to wherever where there are other good people, you'll be fine. You will survive. You will thrive. You know what I mean? Because it's not language that connects us. It's not
No.
language, it's love that connects us.
Damn.
Keep going.
Yeah, take a little sip of water after that one.
Keep
Nah,
going.
man. It's listen, I'll be honest with you. If I start talking, I'm gonna get fucking emotional, bro. I've been a hot mess.
Why? What happened?
Like, for example, just the other day, I went to go see that movie I told you about. What was the name of it?
And Rajab's movie.
Bro,
What is it?
the voice of Hind Rajab.
Yeah.
Bro, Shazad, if you get a chance, bro, actually, no.
In the theater?
Make a chance. Make a moment. Make the opportunity and go watch it.
Oh,
Okay?
shit, dude.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like the
no.
whole audio of
96% on Rotten
Huh?
Tomatoes.
no, he said is it on Rotten Tomatoes?
No,
96%. No, I'm 96% on Rotten Tomatoes. Like, holy shit.
yeah.
That's-
It's running in very select theaters. Anywhere. That's no here nor there.
Wow.
And obviously this is a movie production, so there's, Hollywood quality acting and this, that, and the other thing, right? That's not the part that bothered me. Honestly, for the most part, I sat there with my eyes closed because I didn't want the images, which are Hollywood, to distort the reality of the audio, right? Bro, just hearing the girl and hearing the conversation. I just started thinking about my days back in working in EMS, right? I was never a dispatcher, but I used to go up there sometimes. We had to bring coffee and shit to the dispatch department. So their setup is very similar layout, and you would sometimes hear the calls and stuff. And bro, I can just imagine being that person where you're like, listen, I can't physically come and save you right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then in the middle of you having this conversation, it cuts off because of, internet and whatever have you.
Right.
And then when you try to call back, it doesn't,
Oh
you
yeah.
don't hear back. But then you get a third person somehow saying, hey, no, no, she's still alive, call her back. And then you call her. And then at the very end, as they're talking, they hear her taking what appears to be her last breath. And then simultaneously you can see on the map that finally the ambulance was given a green light to take a certain path to get to wherever they have to get to. And as they get there and they're sitting there and they're communicating to the dispatch that, hey, we're here, this, that, and the other thing, right? And then they're like, oh, the Israelis, they just put a green light on us. So that means that they've identified you. You're okay. You're safe. Oh, bro, that was so heavy, man. At that point, I didn't even watch the end of the movie. I got up and I fucking,
No way.
You're
yeah.
lucky. You know what? I would have been destroyed if I heard the part. Thank God they did not play this in the movie. The part where she was starting to spit blood up,
And
and
she
then she
said, my
tells
clothes
the
are getting dirty.
dispatcher, "Yes, my dress is getting dirty, and I don't want my mom to get mad." She's spitting up blood. If I heard that part in the movie, like if I heard that, I would have been done. It'd have been game over. I can't.
Yeah.
That part gets me. Like I have chills everywhere right now. Oh,
Damn, dude.
Nah,
oh.
man. Shazad, honest to God, bro. Take your woman, and it's a good cry. For me, it was. For me, it was.
Yeah,
You know.
I didn't really I cried only at like two parts, like, got emotional with like the dispatcher's reaction. I cried there, and then of course at the end with Hind when you hear her like last breaths and whatever. But that was like it. I think also because I know her story and I've heard it over and over and I knew what to expect. But if it was like something I'd never heard about and I just watched this movie, oh, I'd have been destroyed.
Yeah. I mean, we all know the story. It's just I don't know why it actually impacted me. But like I said, I haven't been in a really good place. I speak to the people back in Gaza almost on a daily basis. If it's not Muhammad, if it's not Ali, if it's not someone, what are one person or another,
And what
or
have they been
sometimes it's a
telling you
bunch.
the past 3 days? It's
Oh, bro, it's horrible. It's
yeah.
horrible. Like, yeah, and because all these guys are in the healthcare field, right? Because that's where we met them, and they're all like, yeah, I was working at ICRC today, and there was over 400 casualties. You know what I mean? Like nothing crazy, thankfully. Like maybe like three or four direct shootings and deaths, but others were shrapnels and stuff like this. But still, the 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 fact that they're still struggling for peace,
I know.
for warmth, for a sense of security.
Yeah. My friend was like, "Oh my God, the weather like really was rough for us." And now the bombings are back. Like we just can't catch a break.
Yeah.
They really
Bro, the
cannot
people
catch a
sleeping with shoes on. They're sleeping with shoes on just in case they got to get up and fucking run. That's insane. That's insane to me. That doesn't make any sense.
break. I mean, they're born to resist for their life. They're fighting for their life. They're born fighting for their lives, literally.
See, now, Lana, I'm glad you said that because I struggle with that, right? Because I know that that's a reality. That because that's the way it's playing itself out. The reason I struggle with it is why them? Why to such extent? And why not me? Why are we here privileged? What is the difference between them and us? Is their mistake, is their fault that they were born in Palestine?
It's not a fault though. They
No, no,
know
no,
it.
I know it's
That's
a
why they're
rhetorical
content with
question.
it.
It's their gift.
That's why they're content. Like some of
Bro,
them not
It's
content because
their
they're
it's
they're
their gift.
struggling, but they
Dude,
also know that the end life,
bro,
afterlife.
they're lucky, dude. The extent of their struggle on Earth is commensurate with the reward that they're gonna get in the afterlife. They're lucky. It's a gift. I don't I know I couldn't deal with it. They're the chosen ones for a reason, right? But I think they would agree with me that it's
I think that they, yes,
it's a
they
gift in
have
some
faith.
way.
They have faith, and that's what gets them through, their faith in God and their belief in it and everything. And I think that because they were born into this, it's life as they know it, where we don't. And that's why it's so hard for us to comprehend. But they're also still human. It doesn't make it any easier on
Yeah,
them.
of
Right.
course,
No. They're still human. They're
of
still
course.
born. They still hurt. They still cry. They still have pain, physically and emotionally and everything. And it's not fair. But I mean, I think for me, for my own mental sanity, I have to find solace within the fact that
Yeah.
I know that they are going to a better place after this fucked up world is over with.
Yeah, no, so I know we're taught to believe this, and they are basically the living embodiment of what we are taught to believe. Lana said at the end of the day, they're human, and so am I, right? So and divine logic is something that I struggle with sometimes because I'm human, right? I need to be able to make sense of things. And sometimes when things don't make sense, I question it or I get frustrated. And that's just the place that I'm in right now. And I don't get me wrong, I go back and forth. I go back and forth.
Same.
I have my very strong days and certain days I'm like, damn, what the hell's going on?
The whole
But
lot. I mean, I have my days too where I'm like, God, enough. Like, enough, God. Like, give them, like, have some mercy. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes I have those moments and then I'm like, all right, simmer down, Lana. Like,
bro, they're going back to not having food again.
yeah.
They're going back to telling their kids to ration their food, because times are getting rough.
The
And here we
bombings is
are.
the problem right now. The bombings
Mm.
are increasing tremendously.
Yeah, every night.
It's bad. Yeah.
And this is the stuff that's not getting covered. What's getting covered is this bullshit with Renee Good. Don't get me wrong. What happened to Renee Good is terrible.
Real quick though, back on that though. So the world went like insane over this. But apparently there was an African American who recently was shot to death. He had a child as
Yeah.
well.
In Oregon, right?
And I didn't even know about it.
Hmm.
I literally just saw something like a few hours ago about it. I didn't even hear about it.
That was also an ICE related
I
incident.
did not know that. Hmm.
See,
I think it was in Oregon.
the
Yeah.
world flipped upside down because of Renee Good. But this guy, same thing happened to him. Crickets. I don't even know his name.
Yeah.
But it just happened. He had a child too, a little girl. So it's sorry, it just took me back to when you said Renee Good. I was like,
No, I'm telling you, like all this stuff that's happening in the world right now, all these distractions are basically just taking away the
which
world's
takes me
focus.
back to your initial argument, like 4 episodes ago, about supremacy.
Ooh,
Might be right. I might have to say you might be right because example Renee Good, A, but B, with immigration, with ICE, like, why are they trying to get all these foreigners out? You know what I mean? It's like, is it they're trying to make America white again? Like, it's giving
Wait, what are you talking
dirty.
about?
Remember how you were saying it was like the white supremacy, the whole.
Oh, yes. Yes.
I think I'm gonna have to start. Like, I agree with you now because I'm like, what's happening? They're trying to make
Yeah.
America white again.
Yeah.
Like Renee Good, look, the world went crazy.
Yeah.
But this African American, who I don't even know his name, which is fucked up with me, right?
Were
I
you able
literally
to
just
search it up? Were you
find
able
it.
to search it up? Did you find anything?
no.
Keith Porter, 43-year-old. He was not only was he shot and killed by an ICE agent, the fucker was off duty at that. An off-duty ICE agent fucking shot Kevin Porter. And it's been crickets. I literally just found out about this like a few hours ago.
Where was it? Where was it?
Los Angeles.
Oh, it was Los Angeles. It wasn't Oregon. Okay.
No, Los Angeles. But what day? How long ago was this? Because I'm literally just finding this stuff out, which is crazy. So it goes back to your whole claim to the white supremacy. And I'm like,
Oh
okay,
no, here it is. 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 Two people were shot by a federal agent after accusations of having ties to the notorious gang. Border Patrol shot 2 people in Portland, Oregon during a traffic stop after authorities said they were associated with the Venezuelan gang, another incident in a string of confrontations with federal authorities. The man and woman are in stable condition after the agents shot them, so they're not dead, but nonetheless, they got shot. I'm trying to figure out what their ethnicities were. Well, I mean, if they thought they were Venezuelan, they were definitely some sort of non-white person.
Oh shit. So it looks like this guy, Keith Porter, it looks like he had been firing a gun into the air as the way of observing a holiday. Like, you know how they do overseas, how they share during
when was this? See, I think that's a little bit different than Renee Good. Lana, I don't think it has to do with black or white. It has to do with the guy was already shooting a gun. Now, whether it was in the air or whether it was at an office, it's the guy's handling a weapon.
It says LA police said the agent identified himself before ordering Porter to put down his gun.
He was off duty though.
Doesn't matter.
The black man failed to comply. The agent opened fire.
I mean, I get it. I get what you're saying that he was off duty and stuff, but the guy was literally handling a gun. You know what I mean? I mean,
I don't know the background story. I don't know exactly what was happening. It sounds like they were there for a festival. They were shooting in the air. And if he saw that he was shooting in the air, yeah, he could say, like, don't do that, put that shit down. But
yeah, but LA, you can't carry a gun in LA. The average citizen cannot. Now, if it was Texas, it's a different story. Florida, different story. Not you. It's like carrying a gun in New York. You don't do that shit.
Yeah. Well, then why was the off-duty cop carrying the gun then?
Off-duty cops are different. I'm sorry. That's the law. They can't. They have a license to carry and conceal.
Off-duty?
Off-duty. All the time.
I don't know.
Yeah. Off-duty cops can carry all the time.
All right, guys. I hate to break this up.
Yeah.
I gotta run. I gotta get back up here at 7 a.m.
All right.